Welcome fellow indie gamers. Today we are going to blast Grimoire of Blanks demo version once again. Last time we checked out the Illuminator and today we are checking out the Archivist. This game is a roguelite spell building deck builder where you have to fill in the blanks to make really awesome spells and combinations. Currently we are playing in the initiate difficulty. We're going to level up a little bit later, but today we check out the Scribe and the Archivist as a subclass. This is a stolen camp. We played this area, but we have a different alternative Act 1 called the Unsealed Aquifer. Somewhere below a sealed cistern has split open. The water carries scrapes of erasing writing, whispering them against the stone. So let's see what we can do. Of course, this one is starting just like the previous map. We have to take down the first enemy to be able to choose a subclass. So as I mentioned, Archivist is what we are playing. Archivist? Archivist? I think it's based on which type of English. Never mind. Choose a thesis, which is the subclass. So Archivist is the one that we are playing. Persistent laws and indexed effects. So what we are having is a glossary page, battle law. When you cast specific effect, draw one word for each target that already has its associated status. We got Inscription 2, Redline 2, and Marginal 2. Different types of enemies, of course, here. Not goblins, but cistern-based ones. Who knows? This is a snake, and this guy is... I don't know what is this guy. Let's see what we can do. So what we have is an echo. The first non-rule, non-trap spell you cast each turn repeats at half power. Okay, so glossary page. When you cast the effect, draw one for each target that already has the associated status. We have Study. Ink equals your loose word plus words written into cards, and it is not spent. On yourself, draw 2 words, then gain shield equal to your updated ink. So ink is what we have here. Also on an enemy, add your ink to the spell's damage and draw 1 card. So this can also works as a condition. So for example, we have this, put it here, and then I'm going to blast something called Redline. Deals 2 damage, plus 2 for each allied law, base value 2. Currently, we do not have any of these, but of course, first I can try to cast something like this. Oh, wait, so this is a sealed, so I guess maybe Study as the effect. Ah, we wouldn't do it as an effect, okay. So maybe Retained. After the spell resolves, return 1 used word to hand, okay. So hopefully this is a good idea. But first, I'd like to have an effect, for example. So what about these? So this is a Inscription. Add your ink to the spell's damage, then copy the previous effect word you cast into your hand. Well, I haven't cast anything, so maybe we have to do something else. Redline, deal 2 damage plus for each allied law. We don't have any allied laws. Maybe an effect? You know, let's go with an Inscription. Glossary page, Inscription. When you cast Inscription, draw 1 word for each target that already has its associated status. Not exactly sure. Let's start again. So once again, Redline. And with the condition, after the spell resolves, return 1 word to hand. Or retain, keep the card or word instead of discarding it. So is this a condition and this is going to happen, or since this says like extra effect on the sealed target, maybe I'm misunderstanding something. We'll see. No, we got the effect back. Awesome. Okay, so we have 1 stuff left, so I either go Study. Ink equals your loose words plus words written into cards, and it's not spent. On yourself, draw 2 words and then gain shield equal to the updated ink. On enemy, add your ink to the spell's damage and draw 1 card. I think we need something. Oh no, but not a card because I'm going to discard it. Well, do we need? No, they're not going to do anything like that, so I'm just going to redline this fella. 8 damage. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Bunch of shield and some bleeding. Okay. Gloss Claws. Cast effect on all enemies, draw 2 words. Study. An enemy, add your ink to its spell damage and draw 1 card. So we have 6 as an ink. So we are going to study to all enemies. Ink. Okay. Is it going to do a bunch of damage? Yeah. Ooh. Much more than a bunch of damage. Really nice. So Inscription. Add your ink to the spell's damage, then copy the previous effect word you cast into your hand. So that was the previous one. Are we going to deal like gazillion of damage? No, not exactly. But the ink value is 9, because we have a lot of cards and a lot of words. Really cool. So what I'd like to do is cast a... it's going to deal 4 damage. Gain 1 value for each allied battle log currently active, which is 1. Guy has 31 HP. I'm not going to be able to kill it. So on ourselves, gain shield equal to your updated ink. That's pretty cool. And can we have like extra modifier? Gain value for the allied. Yes, so this is going to be a lot. 9. Okay. Guy's dealing 4 damage. Awesome. Sighted. Gain value for each allied law. Let's go. And then with the Inscription, study an enemy. Yes, I'm going to study the enemy with some... Ooh, okay. Nice amount of stuff. And with the Inscription, what is tempered? So increase value by 1 and gives 2 shield after casting. Well, why not? This is going to be burning. Oh no, because this is a condition. And in this case, this should be a modifier, which is +1 power. So then, Inscription on the guy. Let's see. Cool. It's not that, unfortunately. Tied. 1 out of 3. But we are not going to see what this means because he's going down. Cool. So the Archivist is a little bit more complex than the Eliminator, but you know, we will learn it one by one. Channel script, effect modifier, and seal script. Cast effect on 1 target with modifier, then apply seal. Takes +1 damage for attacks for every 2 seal stacks. We definitely need shield. And then, sure, let's go with seal script. I haven't really tried this before. Battle Elite. Let's go with an event. Feed it 1 word. Erase 1 word. Enemies in the next fight starts weakened. Choose a card. It cannot be removed or transformed. Okay. Choose a card. This event needs a specific card from your deck. Pick the card you are willing to change, mark, or sacrifice. Let's go with a modifier. Our HP is at maximum, so let's improve. And maybe with the modifier, I'm just going to go and then return 1 use words to your hand, because in this case, we are going to utilize the ink as much as I get it, so we will see. Pretty okay amount of money. I don't want to use the revive as well, so shadow reflection. If they're taking damage from an enemy attack, deal 2 damage back to the attacker. That sounds like an Archivist would do, in my opinion. So let's just go and, well, LED seal? You know, maybe we just start the whole thing over if I screw over. What is this? So these are like furious turtles. Of course, no, but this is, oh my god, Ninja Turtles. And this guy is Mr. I only know the Hungarian version. Awesome. We are going to go down for sure, because these guys are super fun and super hard to beat, I guess. So we will see. So he's planning to do: gives every ally +2 damage on next attack, then force every living turtle to strike. Is it going to be good? Well, we will see. So how about getting some shield? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to need it. 14 shield. We will see. So red line. And as a condition, after the spell resolves it with one use word to hand or sighted, gain +1 value for each allied battle law. An enemy returns once with 25% health when first defeated. Oh, that's not going to be cool. Okay, so we don't have a sealed target, so Inscription. And then I guess red line. No, but this is sealed as well. Okay, red line. And then on enemy, add your ink to the spell's damage and draw 1 card. That's a good idea. No, this is a condition. What we need is a modifier. So red line, encore, +2 red line, and sighted. Now, this is what I was looking for. So let's see. Okay, maybe that was not a good idea. Okay, study. How about wait, so I think I'm going to get a bunch of, okay, so 18. How much they're going to attack for? Oof, okay, that was a good idea. Uh-huh. How am I going to survive this? Not exactly sure. Okay, a specific effect on all enemies. That's a good idea. Look at the words we got. Okay, so with shield, when you cast effect, draw 1 for each target that already has the status. I guess spark? Maybe that was a really bad idea, who knows. So shield is 5, and then what we need is like the Council's words. Copy, no. What we need is to increase the amount. No, marginal, no, cited, gain extra value, study. Is it a condition? Is going to be sealed? Oh no, that's not the one I'm looking for. Oh boy, I need some. Come on, marginal. But that's only condition. 9 shields. Because that's 5 + 4. So all of these are going to be sealed, right? But I'm not sealed. Not using sealed. Okay, 9. Oh boy. Am I going down? Okay, 2 damages. Not that problematic, but okay, we need a bunch of shield. Okay. Because this guy is going to make them attack once again. So what we need is a shield, and then do we have any modifiers? No. Damn it. But we... Study on yourself. We're going to draw a bunch of words with the study. That's a good one. So how about sparking them? Because we have the thing going on. So tempered as a modifier. Increase value by 1 and gives 2 shield after casting. So sure, spark, tempered, I guess with this guy, but he's going to come back. Not exactly. Okay. And then with the shield and a modifier for each battle law I have. Oh, okay. 26. So are you going to... Oh yeah, he's not doing that amount of damage. That's a nice one. But now we're going to make them pay, I guess. Or no. Tempered, increase the value of shield after casting. Well, that's definitely something we need. But I'm just going to go on an effect so we can get like, ooh, look at the chains. Nice. Then with the shield effect, and then this is a modifier, so this is a lot. And maybe just study with a sparky burning condition. Cool. Oh, finally. For a quick second I thought that this is going to be it, because you know, 4 turtles and a rat master is usually a great side if they are on your side, but they weren't. Gives every ally, okay, but no allies live. That's cool. Great. So he's not doing anything. +2 to the next attack. So in this case, spark, and then sighted, and he's going down, I guess. Let's see the birds. Yeah, okay. Whew, that was close, I guess. Okay, harvest sickle. When an enemy dies, heal 1 HP. Ooh, this is really brutal. Inferno, classed. After casting, draw 2 words. Yeah, definitely need those word drawing stuff. Shop seal, 25 is not too much, so I'm just going to with a standard battle. Ooh, look at this guy. Tongue snare. Just going to do lashes away 6 shield and apply drenched. And this one is an attack. Okay, I don't want to get drenched, I guess. So let's see. Spark. And this is a condition. So with temper, this is going to be burning. Okay. So what I really like to see, and maybe it's just me, is that if I hover over a word like this, it says as a condition, it does XYZ. As a modifier, it does XYZ. And maybe it's much easier than just, you know, thinking about, oh, what a modifier, what a condition is. When you cast, okay, so in this case, this is an effect. So if I use Inscription, copy the previous effect. Sure, we will see if this is a good idea or not. Oh yeah, that was definitely a good idea. So Drenched incoming hits, erode 1 additional shield, Equifier, Currents can exploit this state. Oh boy. That sounds really bad. So 5 damage, intended 5 damage. So what we need is a shield. And then increase the thing. So we are 14. Quite okay. And then I study the guy so we can get like 2 words. And maybe red line. This was an inscription. Classed is get 2 words, sure. So our ink is constantly going up. That's really nice. Ooh, that was the drenched value. So how about spark and tempered? Hopefully it does not like fire. And this is a modifier and also a sparky one. And that's it. Ooh, okay, cool. And we got the HP because the enemy died. Great. Effect on target modifier gains value from earlier spells this turn. Woo, that sounds good. Precise, free value. Marginal, half of your ink, rounded down. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, amount of money. So what about the shop? Your spells ignore the first 3 points of enemy shield. Whoa, okay. That's brutal. Elite seal? Or Battle Seal. Sure, Elite Seal, why not? This guy is Silt Armor. Results gain shield, increases for every Drenched player. Haha, haha. I'm playing alone, so hopefully that's going to be great. So how about Redline? Each battle law modifier rounded down to the spell value, which is free in this case. So 10 effect, retain, 1 use word, and then. Okay, good, good. But no extra stuff. So I would say cast shield on 1 target with the cited modifier or the marginal, rounded down. So it's 2 extra. So in this case, 9 shield. Okay. Well, I cannot really do anything else. 12 damage intended. Oh boy, that's not a nice one. When you cast effect, draw +1 word for each target that already has the thing. Okay. So study. And with the condition, it's going to be sealed, but we do not have that one. I guess study. And then I do study and burning. Cool. And effect on all enemies and draw 2 words. I'm going to take a lot of damage. That's not good. But that's the only thing I can do because we need stuff. Oh, okay. It's going to deal less damage. Cool. Where are the shields I'm having? Oh boy. Okay, let's go do the study thing. So I'm getting more words. Where are the thing? Where are the shields I'm having? Modifiers aside, gain value for each battle law, which is currently active, like 1. After this results, use the word, okay. And then red line is pretty okay, and this tempered. Gain shield after casting. Thank you. Cool. I'm going to double down on the shield thing because we definitely need some reduction. Cool. 20 HP. And of course now we have the shield and we don't need it. Damn it. Spark. Do we have a condition? It's like, no. This guy is... No. Guess that... Like... No. Go. Inscription. With a... Draw 2 words and then apply seal. Cool. That was a good idea. And then... red line and spark. Ooh, okay. Super cool. So, what about the trinkets? Whenever you gain shield from any source, gain 1 additional shield. Thank you very much. Seemingly the game knows what I like to have. Echoing, casting, draw 2 words, clost, and I'd like to have some extra gold. Then we mend, so we have more HP. And what about an event seal? Hi there. Take the risky gold route, gain 10 gold now. The next non-boss fight gives doubled gold but no rewards. Mark the guarded approach. Start the next fight with 8 shield, gain a trinket. Trinket, soldier's buckler. The start of each turn, if you have 0 shield, gain 2. Thank you very much, that's a good one. So, won't be able to heal, and this guy's going to be the, let's go to event seal again. And then choose a card once per combat. It does not spend a play. Card trait Spark. 7 HP and 7 gold. Well, I'd like to go as like the safest route. What is this? The Palimpsest Leviathan. Are we going to die? Probably. But let's put up a fight and then we will see what's going to happen. So when you cast an effect, draw a word for each target that has this thing. So inscription, marginal. Can we get like, this is a condition, but this is a modifier, so inscription. And then can we get like extra stuff? Draw 2 words as a modifier. Cool. Nice amount of damage. What about red line? We are kinda casting red line a lot, so this is a law. And then we go red line with spark. Sure, why not? Oh no. Drenched. Yep, sure. And also wet. Trying to deal 8 damage. What is this? Incomplete sentence requires. So wet discard deals 25% less damage until discarded. Oh mama. That's a problem. But then let's go with red line. And if I do red line thing, draw 1 plus word. Great. So what about marginal? Still have to learn these. Round it down until the... Oh, okay. So let's go with study, I guess. Which is 12. It's quite okay. And then effect is 11. Shield with some glass, so we get extra words. Cool, cool, cool. Still really nice. And we are not wet anymore. We are only drenched. What about drain? This is a junk modifier from the Frost family. Temporary modifiers word. Remove 1 permanent damage gained by the Leviathan. Okay. Are we getting permanent damage, by the way? Not exactly. Oh, this guy. Aha. Aha. Okay. So I would say this is giving back 2 words. So spark. 2 words, please. Thank you very much. Shield with a drain on myself, and permanent damage is not on this guy anymore. And then I go with this, so we get 2 extra words. Woohoo. Hopefully we are on the right track. So then what we have is red line, and this is burn. Not exactly. Red line, and with the condition, this is going to be sealed. Not exactly. Condition modifier. So red line, and with the modifier we can have +3 value, which is 11 + 3. Okay. Red line, but with condition this is going to be sealed, right? Yes. If the target has sealed, we don't have sealed. So I would say this, and then inscription is what's going to happen. So like add ink to the damage, copy the last word, effect to hand. Okay, red line is back. Okay, that's good. Oh, now we are at again. So minus 25% damage, but we have to go with the drain, of course. So in this case, red line. So getting rid of this. Really? Jump modifier. Frozen. So cast with a frozen. Is it going to happen? So like class study with frozen? Not exactly. Okay, let's go with some extra words. This is going to hurt. Okay, so with the drain, it says temporary modifier words, remove 1 permanent damage. Okay. So cast on the target, but that's drain. Is it? Is it drain? Yes. So if I do a red line, should take, yes, so 1 permanent stuff, cool. And then, I guess, get some shield, which is 11. And spark with burning? Not exactly sure. But we are still okay. But this guy, oh, it's not burning because, okay, it's not burning. It's not burning. Why it's not burning? Let's go to red line. And with the modifier, which is 3 extra. And then it applies a seal. Okay. We need seal to be applied. Takes +1 damage from attacks for every 2 seal stacks. Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. And now, since this is the seal oh, okay. Yo, okay, that's the good one. So I guess marginal modifier. Yes. I'm going to take a lot of damage, by the way. Yes. But now this guy is sealed, so his fate is sealed. Ooh, okay, that was really bad. Never mind. But I'm really enjoying this game, and when I enjoy a game, I tend to speak idiotic stuff. Awesome! Ooh, for a second, I was pretty sure we are going to go down. The page holds. Okay. So demo complete, actual modifier recorded, available for the further runs, redactor subclass, and 12 first boss artifacts. Okay. A bunch of damage, a bunch of spell cast, and it took 20 turns. Okay. So as I mentioned in the last video, if you like the game, please wishlist it, because in this case, Dev sees that you're interested in the game and he's going to, you know, maybe work much harder than now. He's already working extremely hard, but, you know, who knows? Maybe seeing that wishlist is going up is something that you need to be able to work a little bit faster. I don't know. But if we go to the main menu, we can check out the encyclopedia. So we already discovered this is the worn talisman, but for example here, the extra shield source, but this was the harvest sickle. So there are a bunch of other trinkets we haven't discovered. Also a bunch of cards, and in this case words are not here. But question, so temporary, that was a temporary thing. Okay, that's not here. This was strong, but we were playing script. So like class, folio, retrieving, inscription, marginal. Okay, this one is missing. So for the next time, we are going to check out the last subclass available in the demo for the Scribe, which is called a redactor. I really hope you enjoyed the game, and if you liked it, please go to the link and download the demo and play it yourself. For today, I was the Alchemist. I'm seeing you with many more awesome indie game gameplays and more Grimoire of Blanks demo videos extremely soon. Take care.